temple in the 6th century. The techniques are rooted in what he called animal styles. And they required the monks to be as much students of nature as they are martial arts.
There's the eagle style, which demands a fighter envision himself a bird of prey, swooping in for strikes to the eyes and throat. The snake, which is based on a philosophy of circular movements and quick strikes. And the praying mantis, which requires a fighter to keep his hands in a hook formation, mimicking the killer instincts of one of Mother Nature's most menacing creations.
But my favorite animal style is the tiger. This fast and efficient system is based on the tiger's pouncing movement. And fighters use a unique claw hand formation that concentrates all the power of the fist into the opponent's vital points.
With this tiger technique in Kung Fu, they actually hit the vital points and then they rip to make that pain even more intense. So instead of this or this, they actually take their fingers and come in. You feel that, Jason?
Feel it, Bill.
Other than their connection to the natural world, Bodhidharma's animal styles have something else in common. It's called Qi. Literally meaning life force, Qi is the energy within every individual. Bodhidharma taught the Shaolin monks that they can harness this energy through intense physical workouts.
That's why it's called Two Finger Zen right there.
And meditative breathing exercises. This helps them arrive at a supreme mental state, a state where they feel no pain and have superhuman strength.
To find our own Qi, we had to prepare our bodies and minds for enlightenment. For the next several hours, we honed our Kung Fu forms, both external and internal, while balancing on river rocks.
1,
We pounded wooden pillars
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
and punched through bags of beans. Training with the monks was not easy. But as we absorbed the pain, we felt our minds slowly opening.
The trick is, don't think about your legs. Concentrate on your Qi and lose all conscious thought.
This isn't just some ancient hocus pocus either. Modern medical research has proven that the meditative powers of Qi can lower the chemical byproducts of stress and pain and induce favorable, pain-free brainwaves. And the monks proved that beyond a shadow of a doubt with an exercise that involved one seriously focused monk and one seriously heavy metal bar.
That is cool.
I totally was waiting for him to just put it on his head and bend it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, that's cool. He's going to bend some iron. However, he broke some metal. And this isn't like, it's thin, but this is heavy.
And that was just the beginning. Next, the monks showed us a jaw-dropping training technique that demonstrated just how much pain a fighter can withstand in the proper mental and physical state.
Wow, there's only 4 spears, dude.
That looks really painful.
Yeah, wow.
The position of the spears serves to support the monk and evenly displace his weight. But only a monk with years of training could withstand that much pain for that long. It's a perfect example of how the monks use Qi to align both their external and internal Kung Fu forms and accomplish feats most martial artists would deem impossible.
But no example of the power of Qi resonated quite like the story the monks told us next. In the 7th century, a battle broke out between the Tang and Sui dynasties. The Sui army had the upper hand until a Tang general who was a friend of the temple asked the monks for help. Using the techniques they had honed for centuries and the power of Qi handed down to them by Bodhidharma, Just 13 Shaolin monks defeated the entire Sui army. Overnight, Kung Fu became the most respected fighting form in Asia, and the legend of Shaolin was born.
Working with weapons, practicing animal styles, and harnessing the power of Qi. The Shaolin monks had helped us complete both our physical and spiritual Kung Fu training.
But our strengthened bodies and enlightened spirits were about to be put to the test. Time to fight, whether we were ready or not. Our final destination was the Shaolin Warrior School, not far from the Shaolin Temple. The Shaolin Warrior School is the Princeton of Kung Fu academies. It takes on only the best Kung Fu fighters from across China, and for the equivalent of $800 a year, these students are given board and lodging and are honed into fighting machines. Machines like our opponent, 3-time Sanda Championship finalist Yan Delong.
After 8 years of Kung Fu training, including 4 years of Sanda, the Warrior School had singled out Yan as one of the most promising Kung Fu fighters of his generation.
How does he feel about fighting one of us?
So very excited. First time to fight against foreigner.
Well, we'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, he's only 18, but I'll tell you what, he's definitely confident about fighting.
Yeah, and it didn't matter if he was fighting Bill or me.
And we were confident that the training we'd received from Kung Fu's greatest living masters had prepared us for the bout. But before we could get it on, there was an ancient Chinese tradition we had to honor.
So today the master is going to serve you some tea to make you be released and be relaxed for your next competition.
Serving green tea before a fight is a ritual that dates back hundreds of years. The monks believed both the action of making the tea and its calming aroma helped to focus a fighter's mind and center his qi. Green tea is rich in resveratrol, a naturally occurring antibiotic that many researchers believe keeps the metabolism functioning at optimum levels. I don't know if it was the tea or not, but I was beginning to feel like a full-fledged warrior.
You can feel the combination of meditation and tea drinking.
I'm going to start drinking tea before all my fights.
After finishing our tea, it was time to decide which one of us would take on Yan. I definitely had the size advantage, but our Kung Fu training had proven Jason's technique was superior to mine.
So I think it's a go. The padding is essential. And since the Sanda death matches of the 1920s, every sanctioned bout has demanded it.
This is my bulletproof vest.
What's your strategy here?
He's going to use a lot of kicks. I'm taller than him. I'll have a little bit of reach on him, but my guess is I'm going to do a lot of shooting and a lot of getting inside.
The fight is scheduled to go for 5 one-minute rounds, unless there's a knockout. Strikes and kicks would be worth 1 or 2 points, depending on their effectiveness. Standing takedowns are worth 2 points. The judging would be left in the hands of some of the school's finest Kung Fu masters.
Taking my chi going to my fist.
And what a welcome it was. Over 2,000 of the Warrior School's finest were there to watch the fight. And I wasn't exactly the hometown favorite.
Why everybody's got to fight champions? Why can't we fight a guy who's had 4 days of training? Jeez.
Amitabha, Buddha bless you to success.
Thank you.
You ready, buddy?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
My strategy from the get-go was simple. Take him down before he could start to lay into me. With the first 2 points to me, my confidence was up. I tried the Sanda takedown we learned in Deng Feng.
Nice. You deserve it, buddy. Jab. Jab. 10 seconds. 1 minute.
But I wasn't prepared for what came next. In an MMA octagon, this would have been no big deal. But in Sanda, it counts as a takedown. That one cost me 2 points. Round 1 was mine.